they trust. Been taking no loss. We be the hardest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog, but she leash. Where's the love in the street? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when me ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cuts in, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Babies for lunch, but we call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. Boy, that they gonna know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only come for the money bags. And I don't really wanna be famous. You know what's up? You know what's up? You pretend. You know the lie. We don't be gang. You know what's up?
It's week 12 of the National Football League, and the spotlight is on the Cardinals' rocket-armed quarterback. After his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Cardinals and the Chargers coming up next.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. Bringing him out is the rookie, a 7th-round pick out of Kansas State, Skylar Thompson. First carry for James Conner. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and tackle and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
No problem there on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They ran a lot of pressure already in the first quarter. They sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Pushes him over. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10 is counter. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. We know they have these RPOs in their playbook. And look, we're seeing it here in the first quarter. Do you think we're going to see it as the game continues?
They trotted him out early for a reason, partner. They're letting them know that this is in the arsenal, and we rely on it. You better be prepared because this is going to be an all-day affair trying to stop them.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
3rd and long, Thompson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's when we turn you around and say, guys, get over here. And you have to ask politely because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. As a quarterback, you've also got to be in your leg when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And as we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Los Angeles taking the field led by Justin Herbert, third-year man out of Oregon whose career is off to an incredibly productive start.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass. He didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Herbert on 1st down now. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. He's got room at the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On 1st down, it's Herbert. It's caught by his running back, Austin Eckler. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. T. Higgins with touchdown number 12 on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
A huge play there for Arizona. And even 50 yards.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
First and 10, here's Thompson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They run behind center with Connor, and he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened to last. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Herbert operating from the red zone. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. T. Higgins with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The point after is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So here are the Chargers to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. He finds his target, Allen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here's Herbert. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33. Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler from 13 yards out. And the Chargers are able to add on to their first half lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Well, the final weekend of November is upon us. Boy, can you believe December right around the corner? It always seems to get here quickly. But coming up tonight, we wrap up the holiday weekend with the Packers and Eagles from Philly at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow night, we wrap up Cyber Monday with the Steelers and Colts from Indianapolis.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack.
Tops it.
Zach Ertz has it complete.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 27. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On first down, Justin Herbert.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Back to the air, Herbert on 2nd down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams,
27 yards.
And the Chargers just continue to roll.
Point after, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
First down, here's Thompson. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. Thompson going to throw again on second down.
Ertz has it left side. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down.
The way he went into that contact, as a rookie QB, you just kind of hold your breath. Maybe slide there?
Probably a very good idea. Not probably. Definitely a very good idea. And I go back to something someone told me a long time ago. In college, yeah, those guys are going to hit you, but they're just playing for a scholarship. These guys in the NFL, they're hitting you for jobs. That's a whole different hit.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
First down, Thompson.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. Throwing on second and long.
Thompson
Caught by the tight end Ertz.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And he missed it. It's no good. And they will remain well behind.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And that one complete once again to Higgins. Oh, he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end. The final shot before the break for Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. T. Higgins on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. T. Higgins out on offense with the rest of his teammates for this next drive. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
We'll throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Herbert. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Open man is Higgins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 30. Herbert back to the air. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. On 2nd and 9, Herbert. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Herbert now. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now it's Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Donald Parham, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point safely through. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. Thompson will look to the air on first down. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Thompson trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
He has been interception prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is, you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. This pass complete to Higgins.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Rolling in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
2nd down. Here's Thompson on a slant. DeAndre Hopkins.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster. He ended up getting sacked or maybe behind the shadow of their own goal line.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Taking it about the 1. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6. T. Higgins out on offense for the rest of his teammates for this next drive.
He's hoping to take what has been a good game here and make it a great game. It's so far solid, and we're still in the 3rd quarter.
And there's nothing wrong with solid. You want to be that. You want to be reliable. You want to be a guy that puts your team in a position to have a chance to win. And that's what we're seeing from him. And there's also that added element that maybe it can become a little bit more as this game goes on.
We're trying to make it more here on this drive.
Herbert on 1st down now.
And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Herbert operating from the red zone. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, an 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chargers are pouring it on.
The extra point up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the Arizona offense about set to take over.
Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Now Thompson.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
Third and long, Thompson.
And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett.
Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. Tyler Lockett.
Touchdown, Cardinals. Tyler Lockett, 79 yards.
And the Cardinals are able to claw one back.
Extra point good by Prater. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession.
And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. To the air again, Herbert.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And this one is incomplete.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Herbert.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yards.
Touchdown, Chargers.
Jalen Guyton,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Chargers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. Creeping up on 1,000, could get there on this drive. So a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively, maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback over in his area. Now instead of blitzing your linebacker, drop him into coverage. Instead of the safety dropping into regular coverage, that safety moves into that area to try and discourage the quarterback from going to him. That means everyone else, win your routes. You've got an opportunity to catch passes now too.
Yeah, a little bit of a cat and mouse game. Now on 2nd and 13.
Thompson
caught left side, Hopkins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Thompson on 1st and 10.
DeAndre Hopkins making the catch.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you've mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
2nd and 2. Sticking with Thompson here. Returning right back to Lockett. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
First down, Thompson. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of in this one, but they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Thompson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Prater's kick is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. In the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long. Like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. T. Higgins out on offense with the rest of his teammates for this next drive.
He's north of 150 yards in this game. He's been doing his thing, hasn't he?
That he has, and he's been enjoying himself. And it's the type of game that you get locked into a pretty good groove. May not be record-shattering, but it's the type of game that if you accumulate that throughout a season, you can be one of the top receivers in the game.
See how much they incorporate him here on this drive.
On first down, it's Herbert. He's got Austin Eckler on the slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Herbert now. And he'll find Everett there, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. On first down, Justin Herbert. And that is incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that.
And it'll be intercepted. And the Cards are going to get the football here as the ball will come out. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against it. Go for them all game long.
First and 10, here's Thompson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Second down throw for Thompson. This will be caught once again by Brown. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. First down, here's Thompson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick him off for the 2nd time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Herbert. Able to find Higgins. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Herbert on first down now. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Herbert back to the air. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess?
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, Charles, they had the comfortable lead, and now it's even more comfortable. Another score here in the 4th quarter to grow that lead.
But I think your initial reaction is surprise when you see a team piling it on this late in the blowout. But there are plenty of coaches who also think that if you pull up completely and stop trying to play the game, it shows disrespect to their opponent. So they don't want to embarrass them. They continue to let their players go for it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up second down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here comes Carter. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 20-yard line. They're going to pass here with Herbert to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that, because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
Herbert throwing again. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now the extra point try forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Thompson will look to the air on first down.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Thompson.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and giving him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for him here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're...
You see, it's 2 type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it.